What is going on, good people? It is time for your wild card edition of the Baltimore Colts show. And unfortunately, neither the Baltimore or the Colts went to the playoffs this year. Dang on, but Baltimore was so close. The freaking Bengals had to do us like that. Come on now, come on now. But I don't know. I ain't too mad. I'm kind of like frustrated, but like not too mad about it because like that's what those late divisional games are supposed to do. Like they're supposed to be for either one team to get in, or either both teams to get in, or one team to get in and the other one to try to knock them out. So I definitely like that they do that at the end of the year. I like the way that the games were scheduled too, where you know as a Ravens fan I couldn't like watch the first two games and know what would need to happen in the last game. They were all going on at the same time. So I think the way they scheduled the games this year were really good. Even flexing the Ravens and Bengals game to the 425 spot, definitely helped out because it made it that much more intriguing. But yeah, there was an unfortunate circumstance of events. Casey, you realize we had a 95% chance of making the playoffs and didn't? How does that work? Like how? Like like I don't understand how that works. But anyway,
I mean, it's kind of like the beginning of the season when all the experts, the quote experts, they say that the Colts are gonna go to the playoffs, and
true,
they're wrong.
true. You right, you right. You right. I mean, we thought the Raiders was going there too, but they not. And,
But
and,
I
and they fired Jack. That poor Jack man.
but before we get into this video, I do want to say, man, I feel what all these players be feeling. I myself went through the playoffs. I did. It was a long journey. There was games I didn't know. I didn't know if I was gonna win. I didn't, but I made it. I made it to the Super Bowl. Made it there. And I had the butterflies. I did all the lights and the flashing cameras and the huge stadium and everything. And then I looked over at my opponent and I was like, I didn't know I was playing a Pee Wee team, and it was so easy. I won that game like that. Oh wait, Lamar not here. Never mind.
Anyway, um, yeah, I expected Lamar to show up to kind of talk junk to me. I sent him the GG snap after the game. Just watching that game unfold was just like, how like I'm watching that game and it started off like no one could catch the ball, which was great. Just fabulous. And then we got ourselves in a hole, and then I mean, this is my question. So, I mean, Baltimore Ravens defense. This is my question for you, because you have carried us, a nice little bit through the season. But now it's 4th and 12, correct? It is 4th and 12. Y'all are up by 3 points. There are three men around one receiver. Andy Dalton throws to said one receiver. How does this man score a touchdown when there are three men right there with him? That's my question. Like, I don't even mind them getting the first down and having more downs to go, but there is no way that he should have scored a touchdown on the play. By any means, he should have. There's no way he should have scored a touchdown on that play, and that was ridiculous. Um, I think, other than that, it's definitely interesting. I feel like an interesting playoffs this year, with the Bills, getting in obviously after freaking they hadn't been into the playoffs since 1999, I think it was. The Titans making another appearance in the playoffs. Obviously, you got the Chiefs and Jaguars. All those guys are going to play, or in the wild card round. And then on the other side, you got the Falcons, making it in over the Seahawks, which was really cool. Unfortunately, I can't say go Chargers go anymore. So that's unfortunate. But Casey, any thoughts, I guess, going into the playoff aspect, or even, I guess, of anything from last week that you really just enjoyed, or thoughts?
Well, you talked to your Ravens. I need to take a little second to talk to my Colts real quick. First of all, It wasn't Chucky's fault. It was not. It was not Chucky P's fault. It wasn't. Why you gotta fire that man? Was not his fault. He was not on the field. He was not playing. It's not his fault. Also, Colts. This would be the game you win. This one, the last game of the season, when all your starters ain't even in because they gave up, bruh. What? What? But no, I do. I got to give credit where credit is due. The Browns went 0-16. They did. I'm so proud. So proud.
You predicted it. You predicted it. I think at the beginning of the year.
I'm so that makes the Colts not making it to the playoffs worth it because they went 0-16.
All right. Anyway, let's jump into the wild card round. We got. I'm gonna go to the NFC first, and then go back to the AFC. First off, we got the Falcons playing against the Rams in LA. And I think the Rams take this one. I think the Falcons just barely made it. But I think the Rams are just the better team at this point. So I'm going with the Rams. Casey, Rams or Falcons?
I'm just going with the fan in this one, and I'm going with the Rams as well. I want to see them, get in. And I think it's their time. It's their time, They
The year of the right?
they've been struggling in St. Louis. They come to LA now. They a new team. And they gonna take it. They gonna take this one. They not gonna make it to the Super Bowl, but like,
come on, man. Alrighty. And then on the other, actually, let's go. No, I'm gonna go with the NFC again. Finish out the NFC. We got the Panthers going up against the Saints. This will be a good one. NFC South matchup. So that's pretty fun. Obviously, this will be the third time these teams have played. I'm going. I want to go like the fan in me wants to go with the Panthers, but I feel like I can't go wrong with this game because I don't really care either way. Like I wouldn't mind if either of these teams won. Like I think the Saints have struggled for the last couple of years, so it would feel good. It would be like a feel good story for them to actually win this game. But then again, the Panthers are the closest team to me in proximity that are in the playoffs. So I think that it would be cool to see them go as well. And I'm a big Cam Newton fan. Just based off of consistency, I'm gonna go with the Saints, but I'm gonna put them on upset alert. Casey.
Man, this one's tough.
It is.
I'm gonna go with New Orleans. I'm gonna, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Panthers, who weren't going anywhere without Kevin Benjamin, Lamar. Speaking of, but see how that we see how that turned out. But next over to the AFC, we got the Bills going up against the Jaguars, who freaking lost to the Titans. How? Anyway, maybe I'm just salty because the Jaguars could have won the game. Or the Fins could have got the wins and helped us out a little bit. But anyway, but I think the Jags are going to win this game. I think they're the better team, in this equation. I'm going with the Jaguars. Casey.
Why they gotta put the Bills and the Jaguars up against each other? Like I want both of them to win. Like is that a thing? Can that happen? I'm gonna go with the Jaguars because I can't remember right now off the top of my head, but I don't think they've ever made it to. Have they ever been in this playoffs?
The Jaguars? Yeah, they have. It was just a long time ago.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago because they're the youngest team in the league, I think. I think
Oh,
it's either them,
I thought it was a Texan.
it's either them or the Texans.
It might be a Texan.
I think it's close. Because I think the Jags came in 96, 97, something like that. But so I'm gonna go with the Jags, but they on upset alert.
Okay, okay. And then finally, our last game in the AFC, we got, and this is not the order of the actual order of the games. The actual order of the games I have right here in front of me is Tennessee at KC, Atlanta at LA, Buffalo at Jacksonville, and Carolina at New Orleans. The Tennessee and Kansas City and Atlanta and LA is on Saturday, and then the other two on Sunday. So Tennessee Titans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it's gonna be a good game, and I'm gonna go with Tennessee. I think one of these lower seeds has to win these games. So it's either gonna be Tennessee or Carolina. And I think that Tennessee's gonna do it. I'm going with Tennessee. Casey.
This may be the last time we get to say this for this season. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna
Go
take
Chargers, go.
No, that was last week. That was the last time we could say that. But I'm gonna take advantage of the opportunity, and I'm gonna go with chicken.
True. You know, you gotta take advantage. You gotta take advantage. You know what? You know, at least one more time before we lead the good people. Chicken. You know, they go to the Super Bowl. It's obvious. Come on, guys. We all know it. Chicken. But it should be interesting. You know, the wild card round should be definitely interesting. I'm excited to see what happens. Um, I want to cheer for the Panthers a little bit. I want to cheer for the Jaguars a little bit. Like, I don't know. I don't know who I want to win this year. I just don't want it to be the Patriots, Steelers, Eagles. I'd be fine with the Vikings. But other than that, and I don't feel like anybody who has a first round bye is going to win the Super Bowl. To be honest, I think the Vikings could make it, but I don't even personally think that the Patriots or the Steelers are even going to make it. I think the Patriots will make it to the AFC title game, but I think they'll lose to the probably the Jaguars because that's my team. Blake Bortles out here, he balling. Okay, what nobody say. But anyway, that was the wild card edition of the Baltimore Colts show. We're back next week for the divisional round, and then the conference championships, and then the Super Bowl. You know, in the coming weeks, definitely excited for the playoffs. See how it plays out. We got some interesting and new teams coming into this year as well. Also, the Rams are another team that I'd like to see win it. But anyway, we'll see you guys next week on the Baltimore Colts show. We hope you enjoyed. Leave your picks in the comments or on Twitter at ICW_podcast or on Facebook at facebook.com/ICW podcast. But anyway, we will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, chicken.